Hey, Truthberry. Hey, Vanna. Hey, Scrappy. You should date her new coffee pot. I haven't asked yet how she's enjoying it. Anywho, how are people doing? Got your nails done today? Neat. Hey, Buttercup. Yeah, haven't seen you around, Buttercup. Pink with two glittery ones. Hey, CD. What happened? Nothing happened. Hey, Jordan. I know. Because when it was time to get up, I just didn't want to. Because depression. That extra. I did. Dinner though. Yeah, just have my normal rice tonight. Hopefully go over there. Hopefully go to my mom's tomorrow. Hopefully I'll feel up to it. Hey, Uncle Buck. And that's when I got home because I woke up at 3:30 a.m. and couldn't get back to bed. Yeah, I hate when that happens when I wake up and then can't fall back asleep. Terrible. when I was slipping away upon second attempt at sleep, my alarm went off. Always a pain in the ass. Hey, Brooke. You're receiving YouTube notifications. Shitty. I spent $6 at the Mexican place because I got a double shot of vodka and a big salsa to take home. I thought it'd be smaller and free. Well, at least you got plenty of salsa. Hopefully that salsa will last you a while. If anyone needs salsa, please come over. Hopefully you're able to make good use of the salsa. Any tips? I've got plenty of salsa. I have neither. Hey, Purple. You need to see me eat Mexican one time. I've never been big on Mexican food. And like the main Mexican place in Cornwall, I'm just not particularly keen on. The main Mexican place here is Mexicali Roses. Last time I actually ate there, I got the chicken wings, and they were not terribly good. dry, not enough meat. Just immensely disappointing. I mean, yeah, I'm getting chicken wings at a Mexican place. Yeah, it's not what they're known for, but even so. Am I describing you? Carne asada is good. Beef, green peppers, and onion. Dry, not enough meat, and immensely disappointing. That's your sex life. Describing your sex life. Is your cooking videos? Yeah, so do I. What are you gonna do? Yeah, my mom's doing fine. Anyway, I'm continuing through season 5 of Sailor Moon. And I do actually have a bit of a complaint about it. It's like when the Sailor Stars are introduced, uh, they state outright that only one person, uh, Sailor Sun, no, but they state outright that there's only one person who can cure people who are corrupted by the season's villains. And then Sailor Moon goes ahead and cures one. And like keeps curing them. And then the stars are like, oh, we gotta find her. We gotta find the person we're looking for. It's like, what? Like, you just saw her. It's just, it's a really weird. And then, like, there's another episode where one of the stars says to Sailor Moon, I hope we won't be enemies. Or I hope we don't have to become enemies. Stuff like that. It's like, but why would you, like, it's this weird forced tension between them that's like, but no, why would he? Hey Newman, I have not been watching new anime. It's just so weird. It's like, why would you have, like, she keeps curing the corrupted people, why would you end up being enemy? Like, it's normal. It's just such a weird forced tension that just doesn't really work. And I mean, like, the series is, it's something the series did a few times. In the first season, Tuxedo Mask is introduced as an ally, but then, it becomes clear that he's looking for the legendary silver crystal, mystical silver crystal, whatever the anime calls it. He's looking for the silver crystal. Same as Sailor Moon is. So it is possible they might be at odds. So, fair enough that hope we don't have to be enemies. Or, potential enemies. And then when the outer Sailor Guardians are introduced, Uranus and Neptune in particular. They make clear that their goals are not the same as Sailor Moon's goals, that their values are different. That they're willing, that their goal is to kill Sailor Saturn before she can awaken. So yes, there is legitimate tension between them. But then they try to do the same thing in season 5 of the Stars, and it doesn't work. Because the idea of them being potential enemies or anything, we haven't yet gotten enough of an explanation about what the Stars' goal is at that point. So then just being like, oh, I hope we don't end up having to be enemies. It's like, well, why would you? We see absolutely no reason why you would become enemies. It's just very clumsily done. Giving the viewer clues like one can, but they're not. I don't think they ever really do become enemies. I don't know. Like I said, when the Stars first appear, they're like, no one can cure these corrupted people except for one person. The natural assumption that the viewer would make at that point is, oh, the person they're searching for is the one person who can cure these corrupted humans. And oh, hey, Sailor Moon can cure these corrupted humans. So presumably they're probably looking for Sailor Moon. They just don't know that they're looking for her. But the fact that she can cure these corrupted humans should probably be a clue to them. But that's not. The stars don't talk about that. There's no there's the stars aren't like again, it's one of those things early on. It should have been like, could Sailor Moon be the one we're looking for? And then like some explanation of why that she's some reason for why they're not convinced that she is. Or hell, even just like expressing surprise at the fact that Moon is able to save the people. I mean, it's sort of like it's how Sailor Moon, it's how that series rolls. It just takes a very long time to really ever get to the point with any of the villains and shit. Natalia has such a cool design. She is. I mean, they've got a lot of cool designs on that show. And a few designs here and there that suck, but Sailor Moon should say, "Dumbass, I'm the one saving you." I mean, basically, yeah. I don't know. It's just this one time where I feel like it's the standard format that their seasons use, but it feels like it was handled. It doesn't feel like it was handled right. It feels like they didn't go about it properly. Nah, probably my fan that you're hearing. I don't hear anything. There are things I'm still enjoying about the season, but damn sight better than season 4 already. But I do like any season that isn't Chibiusa heavy. So, and she's not even in the season. She left early on. So, no, I haven't eaten dinner yet. Yeah, back to rice. Yep. I did have my muffin, yes. Luckily, rice is one of those things that it's hard to get sick of. I mean, it's rice, you know? You don't get sick of rice. Very versatile. Not even that. I mean, I just find it hard to get sick of rice. I got sick of plain white rice the first time I tried it, but maybe you're better cook than. I don't know. I mean, it's not plain. You know, I've got stuff in, and I do have sweet and sour sauce. Hey, Cindy. I don't like putting ketchup in my rice. That's weird. Ketchup and rice, that's weird. Anyway. If I made enough money to buy a house and move you into it, would you be my chef? Probably not. Valvaldi. How about the family dog? I think not. I don't like dogs. Why would I want to be a dog? At least you're honest. Yeah, sometimes. The responsibilities subjected to petting, free food and water. I take you on walks. I mean, the petting doesn't sound appealing to me. I don't like. I don't really want to be petted. I don't like being touched that much. The walks, I sure as hell don't want to go on walks. Jeez, it's like you know nothing about me. Threatening me with walks. Being pet in a specific place. My dick? Didn't South Park have an episode where the kids were jerking off dogs? Pup cups? I'm not sure what a pup cup is. Red Rocket? That's what, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I remembered an episode like that. Whipped cream in a cup. Pass. South Park needs to chill. South Park needs to end. How long has that series been going on for? Being absolute fucking assholes the entire time. All these shows need to end. They bring back King of the Hill. Yeah, people are so scared to just let things end. As long as Simpsons, just about, yeah. Didn't South Park just sell a deal to air on platform? Yeah, 1.3. I think it was 1.3 billion. I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, ridiculous amount of money. Really, so much I had to Google because no one feels right. Yeah, it's an utterly fucking ridiculous amount of money. for a show that's done an immense amount of cultural harm. Hi, James. Like, now that they're going after Trump, I see. Yeah, I've seen some people at some of the liberals like, yeah, yay, South Park going after Trump. But fuck South Park. Fuck those people. My mental health bad? Yes, it is. Like, South Park has done an incredible amount of harm to trans people alone. Tons of other groups have been hurt by South Park as well. But holy shit, the transphobia of that show, fuck them. Fuck them forever. If the South Park guys were on fire, I would not fucking piss on them. Safe, edgy for decades. Want to go ziplining, and my boyfriend sent me the South Park episode where they go ziplining. We hate it. Because, oh yeah, wow, South Park did a joke about it. Oh yeah. The South Park's only good episodes are the ones that have absolutely no sort of social commentary whatsoever. The ones that are just really stupid. Barbara Streisand becoming Mecha Barbara Streisand. That was legitimately funny. Because it was stupid. Warcraft episode is funny. Maybe because I never played Warcraft, it didn't really click with me. Bastards killed again. Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo? A stupid idea. It's funny. The Mormon episode? Yeah, I'll give them the Mormon episode. I'll give them the Mormon episode. That was good. Underpants gnome? Underpants gnome? Yeah. Mr. Mackey was always fun. Because there was no they weren't trying to, like, when they weren't trying to make any sort of political statement. Every single time they tried to make a political statement, it was just like, shut the fuck up. You're goddamn idiots. Hey, Smokey. Long time, still just one hanger up my wardrobe. Yep. The thing is, though, Smokey, this is not my bedroom closet. This is an office closet. This room that I'm in right now, this is an office. Like, it's a home office, basically. Why the fuck would I be hanging my clothes in an office closet? That said, I don't hang my clothes in my bedroom closet either. I just leave them in my laundry basket. I have a basket for clean laundry and a sack for dirty laundry. The episode that did get me to really to just like hit the point where like, I really don't want to fucking watch South Park anymore. The episode that made me like really just decide that I do not like South Park was Man Bear Pig. Because like I don't particularly care about Al Gore. But the premise of that entire episode, like, it felt like the entire point of that episode had 2 points. Petty vindictiveness at a person they don't like, because that is just a huge part of South Park. We don't like this person, so we're just going to make really shitty jokes about them. It's just weird, really fucking petty, I find. But the other point of the episode seemed to be to suggest that climate change is a hoax. Like, it felt like that was what they were saying. Like climate change is a hoax. And I'm like, no, fuck you. Global warming is actually fucking happening, assholes. But because their politics is so heavily built around personal grievances, and so heavily based on thinking that it's stupid to care about things. You know, they don't like Al Gore, so hey. He's stupid for believing in global warming. And yeah, like I said, they taught an entire generation that it's uncool to care. That caring is totally gay. stuff they do in certain celebrities like Paris Hilton seems really mean. Yeah, it's an incredibly mean-spirited show. And I mean, I don't even fucking like. Hi, Chris. I don't even fucking like Paris Hilton. I think yeah, I couldn't give less of a shit about Paris Hilton. But man, holy shit, dudes. Breast milk flavored ice cream now available nationwide. Okay, I feel like that's something that I will probably pass on myself. The mess in Florida drinking raw milk and getting sick. Yeah. Yeah, it's the whole raw milk craze is really so goddamn stupid. They're giving to the kids and they're ending up in hospital. Yeah, because like, hey, guess what? Raw milk, it has a very high likelihood of harmful bacteria. There's my shit. Breeding ferns produce beloved treat for many. Sydney Sweeney. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about Sydney Sweeney as a person, but the fact that she saw nothing wrong with an ad talking about how she has great genes at a time when white supremacy is very much on the rise, and at a time where right wing chuds are promoting her as fucking return to glory and all that shit. It was a really stupid ad to do. And like, lady, I have to question your judgment. Raw milk is gross. What's the other one? Raw meat. Yeah, yeah. Don't eat raw meat. I mean, for the most part. Yeah, like what is it? Sashimi? People do dumb shit for money. Sure, but doesn't mean they don't deserve to be criticized for it. Developed for so many years during the entire agriculture and industrial revolution, and attempt to make life better just for some secondly and natural is best. You know that's poison. Yeah. Just for some science hating dipshits to be like, nah. High meat. Meat is left to rot sometimes for as long as a year, then eaten. I feel like I have heard of that. Um, something that some like indigenous groups have done, right? Kitties can get your breast milk ice cream. And I mean, that's something that, like, those people ultimately do know what they're doing. But it comes back yet. Yep, we haven't seen her for a while. Hey, Mike. See the ones people to donate live animals to be eaten. I hadn't heard about that. That is vaguely amusing to me. Anyway, as long as I'm on the topic of people who piss me off, get messed up. Most people love their pets. Yeah, I mean, it's not like pets can understand human speech, so tell them that if they don't behave, you'll take them to the zoo. I mean, it's not like that's gonna change anything. You find a sickly rabbit and have no plans for it. Yeah. But yeah, the transphobes over in the UK continue to be utterly fucking insane. They're making a huge deal right now. Uh, they basically don't think trans women should have fucking jobs at this point. Or like should be banned from interacting with cis women. Trans women working at a Marks and Spencer, I think it was, this department store. Trans woman working at a department store uh, approached a 14-year-old girl who was like in the girls' clothing section. Approached this girl and asked if she needed help. That's like, and now it's a big controversy because a trans woman working at a department store asked a customer if she needed help. Transphobes are making a big deal of, oh, the girl was there for bra fitting. It's like, yeah, and the employee had no way of knowing that. She saw a customer and said, "Hey, do you need help?" If the kid or her mother had said, "We're here for a bra fitting," then the employee would have been like, "Oh, great. Let me go get someone. Let me go get the person who works in this section to help you with that." Because like she didn't, because like the employee didn't normally work in that section. She normally worked in a different section of the store. But I mean, the person who normally works in that section isn't there. I don't have anyone in this section right now. I'll just go over and see if there's anything I can do. I'm like, oh well, okay, that is a thing that I am not. That is a thing that I don't do. So I will go find someone who does do that thing you need. It's genuinely that simple. Like it's not, and like they're trying to paint this employee as a fucking sexual predator. We're asking a customer, "Hey, do you need help?" The dude approached him and asked if he could help him with the petted. I don't believe for a moment that there would be that they would be. If a cis dude had approached that girl and said, "Hey, do you need help?" Uh, there would be no outrage at all. There would be no anger, no one would have mind. No one would have said no one would have said a goddamn thing. No one would have said a single fucking thing if it had been a cis dude who'd approached this girl. But now the store is apologizing, and transphobes are still fucking unhappy. Like, I'm not like it's like I don't even know what they fucking want in this case. Like, do they want it? Do they just want this trans lady to be fucking fired? Do they want it so that trans women just are not allowed to talk to cis women? Do they want a universal restraining order? Trans women are not allowed within 25 fucking feet of a cis woman? Like, it's fucking, they are fucking insane. Like, a lot of them are bitching as well because Marks and Spencer's allows trans women to use women's changing rooms. It's like, they're fucking changing rooms. They're booths. It's not like you're changing them. It's not like they're fucking. No, they're fucking stripping down in the middle of a goddamn store. They can't see. They can't see you, and when you're in your booth, you can't see them when they're in their booth. The fuck is the goddamn problem? Let them check how the fucking. Let them check how their fucking top works. Fits. Daughter's bestie works at Walmart. She helps people every day. All the comments under there, call Harry to click. Yep, absolutely. It's just 1,000 fucking transphobes just bitching about trans people existing. Just absolutely fucking hate that trans people are allowed to live their goddamn lives. I like when gender becomes an issue. And maybe I meet my boyfriend is at my dress and judge me until the gym. And yeah, there's another thing. How many people here, how many women have had their boyfriends outside the changing rooms? You know, like, I'm gonna go try this on. Wait here, wait here, sit on this bench that is right outside the dressing rooms, and let me know how it, and when I open it, let me know how it fits. Let me know how it looks. Like, that's a common thing for the dudes to be standing right outside the dressing rooms. Nobody makes it. Nobody cares. Nobody has an issue with that. Nobody's freaking out about. Oh, there's a man outside the dressing rooms. There's a man outside the dressing room. What do we do? There's a man outside the. Nobody fucking cares. It's a goddamn. They're fucking booths. Nobody can see a goddamn thing. I don't even know why the dressing. Like, honestly, I'm not even sure why dressing rooms are fucking gendered that way. The only valid reason to have gendered dressing rooms are these dressing rooms are closer to the section that the women's clothes are in. These dressing rooms are closer to the section that the men's dressing room that the men's clothes are in. That's the only reason to bother with gendered dressing rooms is which rooms are closer to which section. Otherwise, what does it fucking matter? Or inside, oops. But transphobes have the idea that it is not only reasonable, but necessary to treat every single trans person on the planet as a potential predator. They'll swear up and down, oh, of course I don't see all trans people. No, I don't see them all as predators. No, of course not. Most of them are. No, they're not all predators. But they think it is necessary to assume that any given trans woman could be a predator. To operate under the assumption that every trans person is a trans woman is a potential predator. It is an extension of the attitude that it's reasonable to treat every man as a potential predator. And I mean, that is unfortunately not entirely bad survival advice. That said, the vast majority of sexual assaults are done by somebody that the victim knows personally. You know, it's more likely to be a friend or a coworker than some random stranger. But yeah, I mean, that's been sort of like, for a long time. That's been, I think it's bad for your mentals. It probably is. And like that, I think that attitude, while common and not necessarily like that attitude, the idea that any man can be a potential predator, it's not exactly wrong. But like I said, vastly more likely to be someone that the victim knows, not a complete stranger. It's not some random dude lurking outside the changing rooms. It's an it's you know that guy you've been that guy it's that guy you've been working with for 2 years who's invited you out for drinks a few times. Yeah, like as a team, like hey baby, yeah, that guy you've been working side for 2 years. You and the team gone out for drinks a few times. That's the dude you gotta actually be. That's the guy you actually gotta who's gonna do it. The guy who you've always thought he's a decent dude. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's fine. That's the guy that's gonna do it. Or shit. Or shit. It'll be your husband who sexually assaults you. Because hey, you're married. It's you gotta do he expects you to do your duty as a wife. No, you're not in the mood? You're never in the fucking mood. I don't give a shit if you're in the mood right now. I want to have sex. We're having sex right now. So, like, the attitude of seeing every man as a potential threat, that's nothing new. That goes back decades. And like I said, it's not entirely wrong, but I think it is sort of applied poorly. And the transphobes, because transphobes don't actually see trans women, because transphobes see trans women as just men in dresses, they extend that attitude towards trans women and thus think that it is valid, reasonable, and necessary to preemptively treat all trans women as potential predators. And that's fucking bullshit. Do you remember the first time you saw a trans person? Nope. I think the first time I ever heard about a trans person was Chaz Bono. I think he was the first trans person I ever heard about. As far as like, you know, just seeing like a trans person on the street or something, I'm honestly not sure if I ever have. And a dress is still not a potential predator there person. Yeah. And honestly, let men wear dresses. Gendered clothing is bullshit. I mean, different cuts and everything. I understand that women generally have like higher hips and or whatever. So you got to have different. You got to cut the clothing different. So I get gendered clothing for that purpose. But otherwise, fuck that shit. Dudes wearing dresses shouldn't just be allowed; it should be normalized. I think. Anyone from the LGBTQ community has always been wonderful and kind because they've been through it. Yeah. And I feel like I remember there was a poll once that showed that the group that most supports trans rights is lesbians. I called them ma'am and sir, and they seemed happy the first time and sad the second. Yeah, and I mean that's 99% of the time. Yeah, I mean you know, how are you, sir, ma'am? Oh, sorry, no problem. And that's the end of that. And that's the end of that. Most of the time, when you like hear stories or see videos of I think is the most trans-friendly country in the world. I'm not sure. That's five that didn't try to correct me, but I knew. Like, I'm not actually sure what the most trans-friendly country in the world is. Kind of wouldn't be surprised if Canada's up there. UK is going to be way down the list at this point. Yeah, so it looks like Spain, Canada, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, Malta, Belgium, Norway, Iceland, Portugal. UK's on there. UK should not be on that list anymore. UK should be knocked off that list of trans-friendly countries because man, are they ever fucking hostile to trans people right now. So it looks like Iceland, Norway, the Netherlands, Sweden, and Canada are the 5 most accepting countries for queer people. Is Thailand trans friendly? Not sure. Probably not. Actually, seeing somebody note that Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Finland actually have really bad trans health care. Grew up in Calumet City. Candy was known prostitute. She was cool as hell. That's what Calumet City was known for. It was wild. All right. So Denmark apparently is sort of a complicated one, kind of that largely depends on where in the country you are, with Copenhagen being absolute shit. as far as like, you know, bureaucracy goes. Hey, third single mom. What's in the background? Bar in every corner and go-go dancing clubs all down the state line. Yeah, so this is Cove from the visual novel Our Life, Beginnings and Always. He's our boy. This is Fang from the sort of visual novel slash music game Goodbye Volcano High. This is Seely. This is my leather jacket. The album is Winter in the Blood. It's a soundtrack actually by Heartless Bastards. It's a movie soundtrack that was done by my favorite band, the Heartless Bastards. And then yeah, boxes of comics and Lore Olympus here. And yes, Seely. I'm gonna go get water. Give me a moment. Mob Love, the answers. Heartless Bastards are a blues rock band. They definitely got some. Got a lot of country influence in there as well. But Sealy was much bigger. Well, this Sealy is from when I was a kid. I got this seal when I was just a kid. There is also the Sealy that I cuddle with it in bed. That one's a lot better, a lot bigger. It's a seal pillow. Yeah. And then there's a lineage. Indeed. Yeah, this one I picked up in Scotland when I was probably like 5, 6 years old. There's a ferry that goes around where seals can sometimes be seen. Actually, by the way, yeah. Yeah, so there's just like a ferry, a boat that goes around an area where seals can sometimes be seen, and they sell like those stuffed seals as gift shop thing. Seals will ruin you. Friend shaped but mean. Very similar to you. No wonder I like them so much. What I think you're saying, ferries? No, ferry isn't like a type of boat. Exactly, Uncle Buck. That kind of fairy. What's the boat with the big wheel on the back called? I don't know. I was thinking about penguins and then fairies came to mind. No, never set up any posters here. Part of the thing is like they wouldn't be visible. Like the only like I could put a poster like on the wall behind me here, but I mean you'd only be able to see like a bit of it. Steamboat. Yeah, I can't put I suppose I could theoretically put a poster up, but I mean again it's be hard sort of to see it in my closet. So I don't know. It doesn't really feel worth it. It wouldn't be visible to my viewers, you know? Something different in there each time. Yeah, that'd be a lot of effort. Because I would also need some way to hang it up, hang them up. And yes, there is also the fact that it makes it feel more permanent. And held up considering the people I'm renting from are pretty up there in age, who the hell knows even how long they're gonna stay how much longer they're even gonna be alive for. They're building a house, which I wouldn't be able to afford. So hey Poppy. Free is free. Taxes and insurance are better than paying rent every month. I mean, I don't know that like property tax. I don't know that I could afford property tax. Housing is crappy in Australia at the moment. Good if we like girls and had our own house on our back. Yep. Yeah. Caravan. Keep the taxes they made. They probably have senior exemptions. Indeed. Probably not a good way of doing it, but hey, Roxanne. Any of you hear about that thing with the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere in Las Vegas? In Las Vegas, they've got this big sphere. It's just a big sphere that is like a big TV screen. Yeah, it's like this giant. It's just a big sphere that is like a big TV screen. Yeah, it's like this giant. It's just this giant spherical TV, and they're playing Wizard of Oz on the screen on the sphere. But for some reason, like I guess in order to like show like how great the sphere is, they didn't just like it wasn't just like the regular version of Wizard of Oz. It was edited to sort of expand the screen, expand the images, and it looked terrible. Like a scene of the scarecrow standing out in his field. They had like the whole field around him. And it was terrible. And they said that it was edited. I laid on the ground and took a picture up at the sphere. And they declared that it was modified using AI, which obviously everyone was like, dude, no, why would you use AI for? You bastards. And now it's turning out that it was actually done by a VFX team. Um, Actually, okay, so it hasn't actually come out yet. So the film, like, so the modified film hasn't actually been released yet. There have been some screenshots, but I guess the actual movie hasn't come out yet. But yeah, it turned out that there's virtually no AI used. That it was done by VFX team, but it was just an AI company taking credit for the work of all those people in order to pump up their stock prices. So the whole thing is very weird and fucked up. Poppy's on slipping with the shell idea, right? Anywho's. Why are they messing around with the Wizard of Oz in the first place? In this case, it's like the idea is, hey, we've got a giant spherical screen. The Wizard of Oz unedited, blown up on the screen, isn't going to look right. It isn't going to look like itself. Hi, Killface. So let's see if we can figure out a way to use this giant screen to its full advantage. It very well may end up still being shit. Like I said, the screenshots that have been seen, terrible. But yeah, I wouldn't go see it. Tickets are like $200 as well. Like that is a ridiculous ticket price. Yeah, people look. There's nothing new under the sun. Really ran with it. It's why they keep. It's why tech bros just keep reinventing shit that already exists, but worse. Adventure rides go on the top of the sphere. More fun to watch. People freak out. Yes, they. Ah, all right. Good night, Killface. So it seems the Tesla diner is as shitty as one would expect of an Elon Musk idea. Somebody at the New York Times wrote an article about visiting the Tesla diner. And so then when they went, there were no salads, no veggie patties, no club sandwiches, no avocado toasts, no beef tallow fried hash browns, no biscuits, no pies, no cookies, no soft serve, no milkshakes, no epic bacon. Most of the menu, most of what was on the menu wasn't actually available in the first days, which great planning. There's a hot doggos with epic sauce. I don't know if they call it that, but here's a photo of the chili dog. Didn't hear that idea. It sounds dumb. The dog itself is very bright red, and the chili is really watery. The writer talked to some people who were standing in line. We don't order anything except for the burgers now. Everything else is just so bad. Like, no one has anything good to say about the Tesla diner. Actually, the dog is way better looking, right? Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, everything I've heard about the Tesla diner suggests that it is legitimately terrible. Hot dog coin. Yeah, all the Musk fanboys are fucking obsessed with it just because Musk can do no wrong in their eyes. Doesn't matter how shitty something is. They're obligated to treat it as the greatest idea anyone's ever had. Order out or go make rice. I say rice, but I would, wouldn't I? You like your fries based or red pilled? Huh. It seems like the Die comic is probably going to be coming back. Image Comics just posted a teaser on Blue Sky. Shot of a 20-sided die with a tagline, "The game is never over." Then you thought it ended. Stories like this don't end. Who's the bravest character in Lord of the Rings? Sam. Gotta be Sam, doesn't it? Sam is W. I mean, yeah, it's gotta be Sam. Like, Frodo. I mean, Frodo's brave, but I mean, I still say Sam. Because Frodo's got that like obligation to follow through. You know, like he has to follow through. He has to do this. He doesn't really have a choice. He wasn't given a choice, which sucks. It's tragic, but you know, he's required to do it. Merry and Pippin, they didn't really know what they were getting in for. Sam carried the ring too. Very briefly in the book. Not he didn't carry the ring. Oh, no, he did. That's right, he did in the movie as well. Yeah, he carried it very briefly. But yeah, like Merry and Pippin didn't really know what they were getting into. They just went along because, oh, hey, adventure, this will be fun. Frodo knew what he was getting into. But he was forced into it. He didn't have a choice. It wasn't something that he chose to do. Sam knew what he was getting into and chose to do it. He never backed down. He never hesitated at any point. It needed done. So he was going to make sure that he was going to make damn sure that Frodo got it done. There's a single bravest single act. That's a tougher one. Partly because I don't really remember it well enough to say. I mean, it's probably still going to be Sam. Sam is truly the MVP of Lord of the Rings. What Faramir writing out count? I mean, that's another one where he was forced into it. I don't know. Does that make him less brave? Probably not, but that was because he was unwilling to stand up to his father. So, like, it's one of those things where he was being brave, but even his courage, even that act of bravery, also sprang from a different type of cowardice. Was it Merry who rode into battle with Eowyn? or whatever her name was. Not Eowyn. The Rohan lady. Hey, Super Chat. Listen to voucher for a free week of Factor meals. Will use it? Probably not. Not where I'm living right now. Now. Nah, it's it's not really something where I'm able to cook right now. So, yeah, was it Mary who rode with that Rohan lady to rescue Gondor? That was a very brave act of him. And then he stabbed that Witch King in the back. Been a long time since I watched the movies. Even longer since I read the books. Take the Factor meals. You have a freezer. Not really. How do you cook your dinner? Hey, Musty. I have a rice cooker in my bedroom. 3 vouchers for friends. Ah, I see. You're just trying to offload the vouchers. Fair enough. Don't bother, Super Chat. I won't use it. I can't use them where I am right now. Better off finding someone else. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. I'll probably go to my mom's tomorrow, in which case I'll be on late. So, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.